This week we are talking about social and popular dance. Social dance is something you've probably all experienced before. These are the kinds of dances that you do at weddings or homecoming dances or proms or even the clubs. And I know some of y'all have probably been to the clubs, but it is something that you do with a bunch of people in a specific type of area. One way we define social dance is that it's in a public place and it's with people that you are doing it all together. An example of this would be a wedding. So a wedding song comes on, like the Macarena, and everybody runs out and just kind of follows along. Even somebody with no dance training can do that type of movement. So there's something about this type of movement that allows everybody to do it. The second part of how we define social dance is there's an improvisational element. So again, somebody can add their own flavor or style, even with having no dance background. So it's kind of an exciting genre of dance because it just is how you're feeling. And like previous examples, social and popular dance can blend together. An example of this is a disco. So a disco is much more of a social dance that was developed in the 60s, 70s, but it was a popular dance because it turned into a movie. And Saturday Night Fever, John Travolta's Saturday Night Fever, was one example of that. So they kind of go interconnected and they go in and out of each other and they can kind of exchange, but for this module I have separated them out into social and popular dance. But if you haven't seen that movie, you should because it's really a great one. Some popular dances. This genre is for the dances that you see on TV or music videos or the internet like Vimeo and YouTube or Instagram. These dances are sometimes called social dances, but they turn into popular dances because of the craze. Some characteristics of popular dancing is everybody wants to do this dance. They want to see it and they want to try it. One example of this could be twerking. When everybody heard about twerking, I'm sure all of you went out and tried it somewhere, some place I don't want to know about, but I'm sure everyone has tried twerking. Because of this, it has been an explosion, especially because of our social media and this generation. But in the past couple of years, videos and movies and TV shows have been very prominent in popular dance and the craze about it. So some other some TV shows that have been popular with popular dance is So You Can Dance, Dancing with the Stars, Best Dance Crew, and then there's been a lot of movies, especially musicals turned movies, or movies about dancing like Step Up or Step Up 7, however many there are now, but there are a bunch of things that are happening that are evident because of these social and popular trends. Some other popular dances that were kind of more towards the beginning of it were vaudeville, which is a genre of a variety show that was developed in the 20s and 30s. Some other examples of popular dance are touring companies or Broadway musicals that have later been incorporated into tap dancing. There's also been, again, musicals, and then in the 1930s through 60s there were movies with Fred Astaire and Gene Kelly. So there's been a big boom, especially for tap dancing with popular dance. That has become more of the forefront in things that you see on TV, especially those that are more familiar like hip-hop or b-boy dancing, that type of thing, but tap kind of evolved towards the beginning of this era. Another popular TV show is the American Bandstand or Soul Train, and everybody could see the latest trends. After school, they would run home and try to watch and kind of learn the new dances. So that was a popular thing early on before the internet came about. And now that popular dance has transformed and is so, known and worldwide and universal, it's now transformed into concert dance. So now more people see hip-hop routines in dance concerts, which is kind of a cool paradox because hip-hop normally was, developed on the streets and in a community, and now hip-hops are performed at contests, dance competitions, and they're also seen in dance concerts, which is very cool. So that's a brief rundown of social and popular dance. For this week, we are going to be reading a lot more content and looking at a lot more videos. So if you are in the Wiki projects, and I will list who that is in just a moment, but if you are in the Wiki projects, I want you to be sure that you are all taking the quiz. A lot of us are forgetting that the quiz is a part of each module. So if you're in a wiki project, I repeat, you are taking the quiz. This week, the quiz will be 2 attempts since it's going to be covering a lot more information. So be sure that you are just glancing over all of the readings and the videos of each little segment that is in both the social and popular dance. So I hope you enjoy watching all of those videos. They're very, very interesting, and they'll be a little bit more familiar because we all have done some of these. So I hope you enjoyed this week, and if you have any further questions, just let me know. And if you are in the wiki projects, I'm going to list that right now. If you are not in these wiki projects, all you have this week is to take the quiz, and you also have a 2 to 3 page reflection paper that will be probably the most easy one to write since it's, again, so familiar to all of us. So if you are the wiki project people, you are taking the quiz, and then you are waiting for your leader to email you so you can start planning your wiki project. Probably the most easy one to write since it's, again, so familiar to all of us. So if you are the wiki project people, you are taking the quiz, and then you are waiting for your leader to email you so you can start planning your wiki project. And then if you are a non-wiki group, you are only doing the quiz and the 2 to 3 page reflection paper. I hope y'all enjoyed this week, and I hope y'all enjoyed last week's as well, learning more about what's going on in the community at a regional and universal level. So I hope y'all are enjoying this week, and we only have one more module after this, which is concert dance, and then we will start doing our final papers and segments, so it won't be overwhelming at the very end. So that will be your final. So we are almost there. Y'all are doing great. Just be sure that y'all are, again, describing movement and not just writing down what the materialistic things are, what they're wearing and all of that stuff. Y'all are great at describing that, but I need everybody to describe the actual movement a little bit more. So how are they moving? What are they doing? If you were to read your paper, if you closed your eyes, could you imagine what it is that they are doing? Okay, so I want us all to work on that, and again, just keep watching over the proofreading of your spelling and grammar. Otherwise, everyone is doing a great job. See y'all later.